Good evening, my fellow infected psychopaths. Today I'll be injecting you with the insanity that is my voice. Let's get started.
You won't go, bruv. You won't go. What's up? Square up.
Steven, can you come downstairs for a moment? There's something I want to show you.
Please do the following. Say cue the montage and wait afterwards. Why would I say cue the montage?
You definitely didn't hear your dad's intelligence, did you?
Shut up!
Cue the montage.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
This, my fellow infected psychopath, is the OHOAS M5, a powerful rifle when you want to make your enemy's head go bye-bye. The rifle uses a advanced sling split bolt action system. Split bolt system is a new and improved version of the classic sling-based bolt action system. Let me explain. Sling-based bolt action mechanism will typically consist of a bolt-like piece that is designed to carry a rubber band, aka the sling, to a certain point behind the trigger. A projectile will typically be placed in between the trigger and the sling. When the bolt is pushed forward again, the trigger will stop both the projectile and the sling from moving forward. This old classic mechanism is great, but what makes mine better is that the bolt is split into two parts. For explanation's sake, I'm going to be referring to these parts as Part 1 and Part 2. Part 1 is responsible for carrying the sling, while Part 2 is attached to an elongated piece made up of 9 axle connectors and 2 technic axle and pin connector angled 1. All pieces of course are connected with 2 length axles. Both parts go through guide rails that are made up of 3mm 1/8 inch brass rods. I should also mention both parts contain 1/2 Lego Technic pins that have been drilled through. The reason for this is to help with friction when sliding through the brass rails. When I rack the bolt back, aka Part 1 back, it will go over Part 2 elongated piece and collide into the main part of Part 2. Part 1 and 2 will move together as one piece. Eventually, the back end of Part 2 will collide into the projectile pusher mechanism, which will chamber a round in front of the sling. The projectile pusher mechanism consists of 2 parallel technic beams that are attached to a lever. This same lever is attached to an armature that pushes the projectiles from the magazine to in front of the sling and behind the trigger. When I push Part 1 forward, the trigger will block the projectile in the sling. So, remember the elongated piece of Part 2? Well, its purpose is to keep the sling from tilting the projectile up or going over the trigger. Think of this piece as like a movable roof. When I move Part 1 all the way forward, it will collide into a part that I like to call the top roof. This top roof is attached to Part 2. Since both parts are attached, it will move as one solid piece when Part 1 collides into it. I should also mention, stopping points are built into the weapon to ensure that both the top roof and Part 2 doesn't travel too far forward. On the back of Part 2, there's a rubber band attached from it to the previously mentioned parallel technic beams. The reason for this is that when I rack Part 1 forward, Part 2 will reset the projectile pusher until I rack both parts back. When I pull the trigger, the projectile and the sling will release, firing the weapon.
distance is 30 to 35 feet or 9.144 to 10.668 meters.
This weapon was so much fun to shoot, especially when I'm making my homemade Lego target explode. The rifle is definitely more powerful than Mark IV. I mean, god damn, look at that damage on Steve. My only complaint is maybe the projectile pusher. You see, it takes a lot of force to chamber a singular round in front of the sling. So I'm definitely going to have to try something new with that. Maybe a gear system instead of lever system. Something to consider with Mark VI. But that's all the time we have today for this class of Arsenal. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, hit or shoot the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out my videos. Until next time, see you later, you psychopaths.